Our next topic is going to be Dalton's atomic theory. John Dalton was the very first scientist who discovered atom. So he is called the father of atom. And he proposed an atomic theory. According to Dalton, the smallest fundamental particle of matter is going to be atom. Right? And the second postulate is you cannot create an atom or you cannot even destroy an atom. So atom can either be created or destroyed. You can't create a new atom, similarly you cannot destroy an atom. Then atom is indivisible, which means you cannot break an atom. That is his third postulate. Fourth one, atoms of same element are identical in all aspects, whereas atoms of different elements are different. For example, let us consider an atom H. If all the atoms are spherical and they are in the same size, atoms of aluminum may be something like triangular. Just for your understanding, I am giving this. Atoms of same elements are identical. They are all spherical and they are all having the same size and shape. Whereas atoms of different elements are different. If you look at the atoms of hydrogen and aluminum, they are different in size and shape. This is just only for your understanding. This is not the exact shape actually. So atoms of same elements are identical in all aspects. Atoms of different elements are different. And the last one is atoms combine in a simple and fixed ratio to form compounds. For example, let us take hydrogen and oxygen. They two combine to form water. Now they combine in the ratio 2:1. Right? So that is what the postulates of Dalton are. And now, out of these 6 main postulates, so many postulates are wrong. Atom is indivisible, so that point is wrong, because you can break an atom, right? And atoms of same element are identical in all aspects. They are not identical. I'll tell you how. So these 2 points are wrong. And one more thing, atoms combine in a simple and fixed ratio to form compounds. Actually, the ratio may be fixed, but it is not simple. It need not be simple. I will explain you how. First one, atom is indivisible, right? But actually atom is divisible. Say for example, we'll take an example of 92 uranium 235. When this uranium atom is bombarded with a slow moving neutron, you can divide this into 2 atoms, barium and krypton, and you will be getting 3 neutrons. Now what Dalton said was atom is indivisible, but this is an example for a nuclear fission reaction. In this reaction, we are able to break a bigger atom into 2 smaller atoms, namely barium and krypton. So in this case, what Dalton said was wrong. So actually atom is divisible. You can break an atom. He said it is indivisible. So that point is wrong. And he said atoms of same element are identical in all aspects. Example, we'll take isotopes. Isotopes, example, I'm going to take hydrogen isotopes. Protium, deuterium and tritium. In this case, the number of protons is 1. The number of electrons is also 1. What is atomic number here? This is atomic number and this is mass number, right? The number of protons is 1. The number of protons and electrons will always be equal. So, the number of electrons is also 1. What about the number of neutrons? We have to subtract these two. 1 minus 1 is 0. Here 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. What he said was atoms of same element, here the same element is going to be hydrogen, are identical in all aspects. That point is wrong. They are not identical. The number of neutrons are differing here, right? So that point is also wrong. What he said was atoms of same element are identical in all aspects. They are not identical. The number of neutrons is different in this case. So this point is also wrong. And the last point he said was atoms combine in a simple and fixed ratio. Simple and a fixed ratio to form compounds. So atoms are combining in a simple and fixed ratio to form compound. The ratio may be fixed, but it need not be simple. This point is important. See, for example, glucose. The formula of glucose is C6H12O6. When you simplify this formula, you can take 6 from this. Now you will get CH2O6 times. Now this is a simple as well as a fixed ratio, whereas in case of sucrose C12H22O11, here you can't simplify this. So this need not be a simple ratio. In the previous case of glucose, the ratio was simple as well as fixed, whereas in case of sucrose, the ratio is fixed, 12:22:11, but it cannot be simple. So this point may not be correct in all cases. So what he said was simple and fixed. So this need not be simple. So that point also was wrong. But anyway, he was the very first person to say something about an atom. That is why John Dalton is considered the father of atom. So these points are the drawbacks of Dalton's atomic theory. Following Dalton, so many scientists made new discovery about atoms and subatomic particles, and we'll discuss about all these things in the coming chapters.